There we go.
Hold up. Go ahead. Move some. I don't want nobody to see all that mess over on the side. That ain't their business.
All right, welcome everybody. New episode of Middle Ground JLE. Got my big bro John on here. My other big bro Daren going to join the call soon, and we're going to be discussing a presidential coup of domestic terrorism in the Capitol today. Crazy times. Set the stage.
Yeah.
Today is the day where Congress is going to count all the electoral college votes for Joe Biden. There's nothing you can do to change it. He won. He will be sworn in January 20th. Trump came out there earlier. He was asking the crowd, hyping them up. You know, maybe we should march down to the Capitol, going back to the first debate of stand down and stand by. He gave marching orders. They went down. Minimum police presence, gates only. I was watching this somewhat at work, waiting to get picked up. And after a while, I guess someone heard was playing Bone Crush. They was never scared. They just started, let's go. And before you know it, they stormed the House and the Senate. One lady has died from being in there. There were explosives found and defused. One at the RNC, Republican National Committee building, the DNC, Democratic National Committee. And it's really domestic terrorism where you find bombs as well for people to buy into. Let's just be honest. Black people don't vote all the time. That's what all, to my personal opinion, where all this comes from. And because of a pandemic he didn't deal with, everybody said to make sure you don't go to the polls and get sick, you can do absentee ballot. Send it to your house, you can mail it back. Then Trump started saying, I'm gonna steal the vote. One of his supporters was over the postal service and they were throwing out the mailboxes. So everybody started saying, we're gonna put a drop box and put it there. And over 100 million Black Americans voted in Arizona, Michigan, Georgia, Pennsylvania. And everybody kept saying, if you watch political shows, it's going to be a red mirage on November 3rd, looking like Trump won, because a lot of Republican Congresses in these states don't want to count the votes like Florida do. They count all absentee first. So the only thing they got to count last is all of the walk-in. And by that, the 7th, everything changed. We got a new president-elect, a new vice president-elect, first woman, Black Asian American, Kamala Harris. And ever since, Trump has been saying, wait a minute, Black people don't vote like this. Just no, you're lying. Y'all stole it from him. And a lot of people bought into this narrative. So he's been standing.
I ain't trying to cut you off. The last 5 minutes, I didn't really hear what you said because you had froze up.
Oh, wow.
I got the gist of what you're saying.
So now he stoked up the crowd and they stormed the Capitol. And they just showed, I was watching MSNBC, that Mike Pence, Vice President Mike Pence, he ordered and deployed the National Guard to clean this up. Trump didn't do it. So he was comfortable with the chaos.
He was comfortable with watching the nation in utter chaos and literally burn because he's a narcissist. He loves to see people gathered saying they pronounce that they love this guy. And I don't know why, but they run out and they say, oh, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm this. Okay. Everybody that's the Capitol today, in the words that they get sworn into office, they are sworn to protect from all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That's true.
What today was domestic terrorism. There's a lot of people that are going to say, can you say that? Okay. If you run into a federal building unauthorized, you're either trespassing, or they start escalating up the scale. That's a felony. Everybody gets arrested today.
President Trump tweeted a while back with Portland about that.
They're going to be felons. There ain't going to be no slap on the wrist. But if this was now a sitting president attends a rally against a hoax that he's perpetrating,
Mhm.
he knows the election. It's over with. This is done. No matter what he wants to say, he was stoking that crap about he was going to get cheated because he knew the data told him he was going to lose. So what do? You take your drones and you fill them up with air. Trump supporters. As Hillary Clinton called them, deplorables. Because this is deplorable action today.
Yeah,
He's
this staying on
everything he
America
did
right
today,
now.
they proved her right, even though she.
The computer froze. John?
Lesson 2.
Uh-huh.
What they're supposed to do is the vice president presides over the Senate. They bring all the votes in, they count them all. They do exactly what they do on election night. They put the total on one side and the total on the other side. And when they get to 270, that's it.
Okay.
That's good. Then they say this person is certified as a president of the United States. All the states do it, and they do it as a ceremony so they can say, okay, this is the country moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when they get ready, it's another part in the transition of power. So they're saying, okay, everybody in both chambers now recognize that this person is the guy or the woman. Mm-hmm. Joe Biden's the president. No matter what happens, in 16 days, he'll be sitting in the chair. No, in 16 days, he'll be sitting in the chair. Yeah. 15 days, he's going to do like this. 21 days, he's going to do it like this. But what they did today, that was terrorism, dude. Plain and simple. And for these people to sit back and they had to actually implement martial law because a sitting president told 30,000 people at a rally, why don't you go down the street and tell them how you feel about it? Why don't you go down the street? Yeah. Basically raise some hell about this. Why don't you go down the street and let your voices really, really be heard? And these people took it to the next level. They was breaking into windows.
Yo, the building like Spider-Man.
They got on scaffolds. They had to block the House of Representatives door and have 4 armed guards stand outside to keep these people out. Dude, this is what they do in third world countries. You expect to see this in an election in Israel. This is no disrespect to other countries. Israel, Pakistan, Egypt, stuff like that. You expect to see that stuff there. Never here. But the jackass that's in office now, that sorry ass piece of shit that's sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, didn't say he wanted to sit back and watch it all burn. The vice president is the one that sat back and mobilized the National Guard. He said enough of this shit.
What up, though?
What up, D? He said enough of this shit. We all watching this like, are you serious?
Oh, people was posting on Facebook about it. Like, what?
If this had
This
been
America,
Black
like, yeah, this Trump America.
Hold on. If this had been a Black Lives Matter movement,
oh, they would have been
they'd have cleared that square in 15 minutes.
Been bodies on the floor.
They let these people take over the U.S. Capitol, and he was happy with it.
I was happy that it broke that Vice President Pence deployed the National Guard. So I'm like, Trump really was like, I lost, so you know what? Let it all burn. I don't care. Kick the chair.
And that's what he's doing.
Do it.
He's a fucking spoiled child sitting back crying because they're getting ready to take his toys from him.
Yep. Think about this. When he said not too long ago that he could shoot somebody in Times Square and when nothing happened to him, he meant that I can do whatever I want to because I know who I got back. He said it because he knew who he had backing him. And right at what I thought about 20 minutes ago, he been talking about wanting to be wanting all these pardons to go down, this right now would unify the House and the Senate to initiate number 25 to put him down, put Pence in, and Pence pardon him.
Yeah, Article 25
Because
needs
he
to
can't
be
pardon
done.
himself.
That's
The
the only
fact
way
that-
that can happen. But see, this is the thing though.
Well, can he not pardon himself? Because
No,
they
you
don't
can't.
really say in the Constitution.
You can't pardon yourself.
If
They
that was the
discussing
case,
a lot, like they're not really sure. It don't say
No,
the
if that
president
was the
cannot do it.
if that was the case, Nixon would have pardoned himself.
Exactly.
LBJ had to do that.
Okay.
And the thing is, somebody got killed, dude.
Yeah, woman.
Yeah. But they
Foolishly walked in that
Whoa.
house floor.
they not saying exactly who she is, because it's a white woman. They didn't give no other descriptions.
But
There's
dude,
only white people
the
that's
thing
going to
is,
building, unfortunately.
if she was one of the protesters, I'm sorry, if she's one of these damn terrorists
One is insurrection.
who was mobilized by this dude, he is directly responsible, and they got his ass for murder.
Yeah, he facilitated.
Inciting a riot was led to murder.
He did this whole thing. He facilitated. He walked out. I will march down there with y'all and went back in. And when you saw there was really no police, a little measly gate. Man, let's go in there. Why not?
No.
Like, let's do
Look
it.
at it. Look at it this way. There was no police presence because everyone was in on it. The green light was given.
Yeah, this is a few good men in real life. He gave the code red. We're gonna let our people do what they're gonna do. Don't do nothing.
The green light was given a couple of months ago when he replaced folks who would have immediately initiated a response.
Yeah,
with yes men at the
Yeah.
Homeland Security and
That's true.
Defense Department.
he
put
fired
his
everybody
folks-
that would do the right thing, and only people that say yes, Emperor Trump, I'm doing. Because
Yes,
he thinks
Shahid.
he's an emperor, but he's
Yes,
not.
Shahid. Yes, Shahid.
And it's sad, like, dude,
Right.
you're really doing this, and people, some of these people argue with you to death. They cheated. I'm like, no, they didn't. There's a pandemic, so they made it so easy so black people could go vote, because that is the only.
No. Hold on, Jeff.
We don't vote.
Let's stop. Let's stop something right now. They made it so easy so all people can vote.
Yeah, but that's not the issue, though.
Let's
be
so
real.
wait a minute, let's look at something. Now, they're saying that the election was rigged, right? Right? That's his defense, right? Okay. So Mitch McConnell needed to concede his seat.
All of it, yeah.
Because some bitch didn't win re-election since it was rigged.
Mm.
Right? All these 13 senators that's saying, yeah, it was rigged. They need to give up their seats since shit was rigged. All the people in the House who's backing this bullshit when they went to U.S. Supreme Court, they need to concede their seats if it was rigged. Because guess what? You just said, hey, I didn't win naturally.
Because see, this is the problem, and they were tracking it when they started saying it was rigged. All Arizona, Phoenix, Detroit, Pennsylvania, Atlanta, all the major black cities is where he kept sending his homeboy with the messed up Giuliani, who's Giuliani in the day.
With the running shoe.
It's rigged. They stole it. Like, you didn't do it all these other states you lost because it's not populated by us. And let's be real, our people don't vote all the time. They say our vote don't count. This time they saw your vote do count. And he was upset that it did.
But Jeff, think about it. He was talking, he was telling the truth. It was from experience.
Yeah, we don't.
No. It ran right when it was when he ran the first time. Only difference this time is they did one man, one vote. We gonna count every last vote. If it takes us all damn week and all night, we gonna count every vote.
We ain't projecting nothing.
But him kept saying, well, it's gonna be rigged anyway. They trying to screw me. Like, okay, you gonna keep saying this, so we ain't no fix. We're gonna count every vote. He spoke into existence, and they counted every vote because he kept saying, "Us a witch hunt. They don't want me here, so they're gonna screw me." Like,
No, see
you
this.
said
This
the seed to try to say
was.
I lose.
No, that's what his problem was, and it's stupid as hell. He's sitting there saying that, all right, election night, I'm up here, he down here.
Mm-hmm.
I want. They looking like Mr. President. You know we got to this absentee ballots. What absentee ballots? You know all them people that were allowed, you know, through absentee because they didn't go to the polls because it's a pandemic. Oh, well, they're looking like they ain't looking good for you, homie.
Mm-hmm.
So when the vote started, the tally started coming in, and it started going like this. It can't be. It can't be. I'm losing. Yeah, bro.
But he knew. He was at a campaign where he was saying, "I know y'all voted early for Biden, but go vote for me." Like, so you must got the numbers knowing Democrats voted. Man.
They do projections. They do projections based upon like Democratic. They can look at a state and say, okay, like in Georgia, they knew last night that those guys was gonna clean this clock. But they had projections. They said, okay, we're gonna wait till we get the actual numbers. We know where the Democratic strongholds are based upon the voting rolls.
That was history and shocking.
So Georgia was completely blue, and now it's a 50-50 tie. And old girl, every time she get to walk in, she get to be like this, the big, like this phase. She gonna walk in every time. Oh, y'all need $2,000. I need $2,000.
And then, you know, Miss McConnell was not looking at the chess move like your president said, man, get them $2,000. Democrats say, you know what? Let's sign it here. Take it to the Senate. Oh, we're not doing that. Like, wait a minute. Ain't no other stuff. It's just money for the people that need it during the pandemic. I ain't signing that. Okay.
I don't like Miss. Hold on. I'm going on record right now. I don't like Miss McConnell. But it was so much bullshit in that bill, even Mitch couldn't get on it with.
No, this one they just did was just the money.
No. The one for $2,000. No, the one for $2,000. The one that they sent, they said, okay, this is the bill that he wants to back. Trump had a bunch of bullshit built into that bill. He was like, I ain't signing.
Okay. That was small. It was just only a money bill.
Y'all want to rename all these military bases? You want to spend all this extra money? You want to do all this extra bullshit? I'm not signing this shit. You want it? If you want to directly give the people $2,000, okay, we can. That's what he said. We can have a conversation about it.
Okay.
They keep reintroducing this bill, but they kept adding more shit into it. He was like, man, I ain't doing that.
Okay, because everybody were reporting when Trump said the 2,000, they came back with a separate bill just for that money.
Yeah, because he said he want.
And that's what Mitch said he's gonna put poison pills in not to do.
Yeah, but think about it. That's
which made it look bad when they saying we'll give you the money if you vote for us. Because people need help. They really do.
No, think about it. The bill that got passed with the $600, that's everything that Trump wanted.
Yeah.
And they bargained and got it for him. It took them 8 months to get the little fluff out, but they finally got it. You say you want to give the folks just $600? Okay, we'll make it $600. When it got down to it, and they get ready to pass, you like, oh hell no, that I got put a big amount.
That's bad luck.
That's when it came about.
There was one more thing they want to add it to that bill. You know when he get to be in Twitter fingers, Twitter and Facebook be like, oh, this is some bullshit. He wanted that taken off. He wanted to make sure that social media platforms couldn't do that no more.
Oh, he couldn't fact check it.
Whatever the hell he want.
I know.
It was like, that's when Mitch was like, nah, dog.
Nah.
I ain't give you, I'm not giving you unchecked social media platform.
Yeah, people been hurt from stuff he's put out there and people acted on, so nah, can't do that. That's how Russia helped mess up our election 4 years ago with social media. So nah,
see, the thing is,
I say it right now. You're gonna get a news report soon where Putin gonna be like, would have never happened in Moscow.
Of course not.
What happened today would not happen in Moscow.
Don Mega over there, he ain't playing games like that. He arrest people.
Putin gonna say, oh, you judge me, But you can't even control your own people in your Capitol buildings.
And
I
that's the
shot
problem.
everybody.
I mean, marketing wise, as a brand and company, don't worry about me killing people in my country when y'all got that going on. You know better than me no more. And the U.S. can't say,
Yeah, your house is
oh,
all
like,
fucked
well,
up.
dang, that happens everywhere else where we say is wrong. And it was allowed by the sitting president.
They said they found.
Discussing Article 25 right now. A lot of
they
them
discussed it. No, they're discussing it.
It should be in that. He should be going before 2 p.m. tomorrow. Like, you got to go.
They want to act it, but they need everybody in this cabinet got to sign off on it. Huh?
That's gonna be kind of tough. You got a lot of yes people, but it's just too much. I mean, they was in Nancy Pelosi office.
No, this ain't too much.
Really? The Speaker of the House office y'all in? That can't.
Okay.
That's like slapping your wife in your house. You can't let that ride. That's disrespectful.
Hold on, fellas. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. And you got bombs in the Republican and Democrat national chairman spots. That can't fly. That's too much.
No, it ain't. It ain't hit the apex yet. You gotta think about it.
What could be worse than this? I mean, it
What
could be
was
something, but what's your example of something worse than this?
Think about this. In the House, you had Nancy Pelosi.
Mm-hmm.
In the Senate, you had Kamala Harris. You had the number 2 and number 3 people that would excel to the presidency in the same spot when they did that today. If Joe die, Kamala takes it. If Kamala die, Nancy takes it. That's the succession of the presidency. President, Vice President, Speaker of the House.
Yeah, that's
both
top 3.
And number 2 and number 3 was in the same spot when that jumped off.
Nancy Pelosi said they're gonna do this shit tonight.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that they didn't count on doing. They pissed Nancy off. Nancy's like, oh, we gonna have this vote tonight.
She been sucking as a House Speaker. She ain't been thug enough for me, man. She
can't
too
be
much
thug
sassing going on. I don't hear her say nothing. Like, what you doing? I heard more from Boehner, Newt Gingrich, all these things.
Yeah. Stop. Think of it this way. When they wanted to be Billy Badass, 2 people died just off of happenstance. Elijah Cummings and John
Lewis.
How does that happen with 2 of the most influential black folks die within months of each other?
John Lewis was already sick, dude.
Yeah.
I know John Lewis was sick. Elijah Cummings wasn't sick.
Yeah, that was some shit out the blue.
Yeah. Elijah Cummings died, and then John Lewis died.
Yeah, they
2
were
of the biggest hell-raisers in the politics.
The third hell raiser in South Carolina. He the one that back
Oh yeah, Claiborne.
Right.
Yeah.
There was the
He
top
the reason
3
that Biden got resuscitated because black people started voting down there and everywhere else started saying we give him a chance.
Yeah.
See, the thing was, he did bring back Joe's whole hookup.
Mm-hmm.
Joe had to get somebody that was going to endorse him besides Barack.
Yeah.
That was easy
like,
to do.
Wait, once he did it, every other state for the primaries, like, all right, we'll give Joe a chance. We'll give him a chance.
Yeah. But it was only 3 black men that could endorse him that'll shoot him to the moon. And 2 of them got taken, 2 of the chess pieces got taken off the board.
Yeah, because see, this would have been like a no-brainer if he had got endorsed by John Lewis, my man, Elijah Cummings, and McCain had still been alive. This would have been a runaway.
Yep.
Now, a new chess piece on the board is Stacey Abrams.
Oh, dude, they need
they screwed her like Vincent Mann storyline, and she like, I'm gonna get the votes, and she got out and mobilized.
She said,
Big Bang Stacey, she was like, you know what? You screwed me. All right, I bet you won't screw nobody else. When I'm all said done, I bet you won't screw nobody else.
I mean, a black man is a U.S. senator from Georgia. I guess it took a crazy man like Trump to be president for that to happen. And he got the whole state. It wasn't just black people. Everybody gave him some love.
Think of the DNA. The preacher and Oslo both come under the umbrella of John.
Oh, I ain't know that about Oswald.
Yeah.
They did what?
They both come under John.
Warlock and Oslo, they both come under John.
Okay.
He mentored both of them, especially Oslo.
Now, I did read earlier the National Association of Manufacturers, they one of the most big dogs in the influence business. They asked Pence, it's time for you to take him out that seat. I'm like, oh, wow. They guys got a phone call, Article 25, homie, what's happening?
Dude, they thinking about
this
it.
ain't a good look for money. This ain't a good look. We about making money in America, capitalism. We ain't about all this. That's third world.
They have to
Everything's
discuss
on the table right now.
Yeah, they have to discuss it because he held a rally 2 hours before it jumped off to ignite it.
And he didn't call it the National Guard. What up, though? That's the craziness. Now you don't take me in a big sister if you want. This is crazy, man.
Yeah. But if you play chess, you expected this move to come. Because he been pissed off for the last couple of months that ain't no lawsuit he done filed that went through. Everybody been swatting him like they came a tumbo. Get that out of here.
Yeah, but I mean, the courtroom is still the courtroom. You can sit up here and say, man, aliens are killing everybody. Okay, put your hand on that Bible under oath and swear that's whoa, wait a minute.
Cause
I might jeopardize my license for the law. Whoa. Maybe I didn't see aliens. So they keep going, but it's come to that point. Put your hand on there. Whoa. Maybe I didn't see all that.
Once you swear in, that's a 5-year penalty that you yourself to.
Yeah, that's perjury, dude.
So Giuliani, he'll take 20,000 a day. Like, hey, I found this, but when it comes to put your hand on the Bible and show some proof. Oh, well, okay, dismissed. It was entertaining though, but next, because you're gonna be on record, and that's perjury. Baylor, go take care of him like the Night Court TV show used to do. We got a nice room for you waiting on you, nice pillows and all that. So what do y'all think gonna be the results and resolutions for this? What's the next steps?
Okay. Next, Daren, you go first.
Because it got to be a response.
Well, I mean, Trump has made the United States look like a third world country, look like Czechoslovakia or any other world country where a dictator comes in and takes over from the person that was in office. So all you was missing was a military leader leading a coup to take over. That's all they
had to beg him to do something. That shouldn't happen. Hey, homie, do your job. Stop this. That shouldn't happen.
Man, look, it's like this. One, it's gonna be damn near impossible to get inside the Capitol building now.
After
that, didn't have masks on.
On a hump. No. On a hump. You know, normally they say we're gonna have tours and all that shit.
Oh, that's dead.
So locked down, like I'm like, nah, dog. They're gonna be looking at you sideways, talking about you wanna go where? Nah, dog, you ain't coming here. And for the fact that these fools sat back and they fighting with the police right now and they doing all this other stuff, okay. They're gonna have some type of protest I don't know. I've been so messed about this all day. I love politics. This some shit I ain't ever seen.
But he still got to stay on the 20th because he ain't gonna be outdone. He's still gonna have that. The thumb is.
I mean, that's the best. I mean, dude, the U.S. Capitol, the
Designated Survivor. This would remind me of that TV show. Great show.
I mean, huh?
Designated Survivor.
Nah, dog. This ain't the Designated Survivor. This is like a scene out of Scandal. That I'm looking for command. I'm like, where's the guy that's gonna take over for the Republic?
Oh, Papa Pope. Yeah, I wonder, do we got one?
I need Papa Pope.
This is just.
Show
this
up.
is just too much disrespect. You know, I mean, what I claim now that rap slap man on the beat get a little respect because you actually walk. They had to draw guns in the house to keep you out.
Yeah.
That ain't supposed to happen. They had to kill somebody. That ain't supposed to happen. Mm-mm. Now, is this assassination attempt or is it just sporadic chaos? Like, nah, dog, y'all doing way too much. And
But
you
see-
lost.
But see,
All because you lost.
if you watch Scandal, then a lot of this makes sense. But you like, this is actually playing out in real time. What?
Okay. So let
it get like that.
let me tell you like this. I want y'all to sit back and listen as I do what my man would do.
He hell of an actor playing that character, Joe Morton.
You know,
Like he did when he was testifying.
I'm about to testify.
Okay.
Now, we sit in the Republic. They sit back and they say it's so great. Where a Black Lives Matter movement, they would come out and they would tear gas you for sitting back exercising your right to assemble. Didn't say nothing. Oh, they're a bunch of fine citizens. Break into Nancy Pelosi's office, destroy the Capitol. They did every damn thing they wanted to do. They would sit back, look, they mobilized for these militia groups. This was the first step. I tell you, you can show them do what the hell you want to. They look like free.
This is like the militia dream.
I'm like, wait a minute. We've been sitting back thinking about doing this shit, and they did it. So we just run into the Capitol with no problem.
But they had the president bless.
No, Jeff. Watch the footage. Because I was watching it as it unfolded live. The people who was walking into the Capitol, they did just like this. They was walking by the police looking like, so you ain't gonna stop. We can really keep, and they just kept going. It was
wow. I ain't see that.
green. It was like 40 or 50 people would got by before anybody said, wait a minute, they ain't supposed to be in here.
Oh wow.
The next thing you know,
that's crazy.
They showed them evacuating the damn Senate floor. These people is hiding behind chairs.
Yeah, they got pins out
taking
first.
Cover.
I saw that.
These are your elected officials back in danger. These are in the House of Representatives sitting back in danger. They sitting at the door like this. And dude, get the fuck away from the door. We will shoot you.
One lady told her
like we
where
coming
her
in.
wheel was at because she expected some stuff to jump off today. I'm like, y'all just govern. You expecting you playing if I die tonight that pop? This what a wheel let hubby. I see you later. Like, dog, you just going to go on a boat that already happened.
You gotta understand.
That was
You
crazy.
gotta understand. When certain people are in tune spiritually, they get that spider sense going on. Like I need to do something. Something you ain't never thought to do before. Like just pop in and be like, I need to do something. Don't know why you need to do it, but it's pressed upon you to do it. And she did that and went to work. Think about the folks who was pressed upon them before they went to the World Trade Center that day.
Yeah, some said don't go today.
Some said don't go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You always get that spider sense warning. That whether you pay attention to it or not,
that's on you.
Everybody got a spider sense.
Yeah, like God will show you the curveball.
Like, look,
now it's up to you to swing at it or move. That's real talk right there.
Everybody got that spider. Everybody got that inner voice that's gonna scream like, Nick,
you need to leave right now.
Now, you hear that voice say, run. Like, what? Run.
You start running.
We'll talk about when we get to where we're going to get to. You don't need no run coordinator. When you hear the voice say, run, run.
Been in the halls of cooling many times. Like, hey, man, let's go a different way. You find out it was shooting on the second floor. Like, some said, let's go a different way.
But dude, there's the White House, everybody's saying all this sits on the president. And if his cabinet ain't got enough nuts to sit back and say, okay, enough is enough. We're not survive 15 more days with this jackass running the nation. Let's invoke the 25th Amendment. Let's remove him from office. Mike Pence, you can take over. This will be your show for 15 days. All you gotta do is sit and warm the goddamn seat and keep this shit from blowing up until we can hand the keys over to my man.
Cause this is
Don't-
really like some horrible
don't
stuff
get
to
played.
jump off at 21.
And see, Darren, you gonna say he gonna pardon this motherfucker the moment they
Don't get played by a 3-card Molly. The nigga know he can't pardon himself. He can pardon his kids, but he can't pardon himself.
Are you gonna pull a house of cards on you?
Vince.
Frank Underwood.
Hey,
Wifey didn't go along with it.
you know,
Put you
Trump.
in that seat and you gonna take care of me and my man.
Think about it. You know, Trump has been trying to liken himself to be a mob boss. He want to be Frank.
Yeah.
He want to be Frank.
This
Like,
dude called the people
y'all got
on the
fat. Everybody else starved.
and they recorded it. Like, dude, you really gonna be on the phone? Like, I just need like 11,780. Yeah, that's all I need. And you can find it,
that's
you
it.
know.
He thought man was like,
you don't find it right. I'm like, this ain't Goodfellas or Godfather. You're the president.
But that has always been his mindset. He was a mob boss. I'm making you off the can't refuse.
I don't know what they've been telling his ass all these years. They've been gassing his head up like, oh, you like this, you like this. Nah, dog. Who was privileged? You was allowed to bankrupt and destroy so many lives. And that elevated you to a TV show. The TV show got you a national platform. Everybody thought you was a smart ass businessman. The smart ass businessman started, okay, I'm gonna start throwing shade on this black guy that's president. And I'm was like, oh shit, somebody's gonna really tell the truth. When people start talking that bullshit about
and you know, if he was truly a ego maniac, he would have sat back, do it Obama did. Everybody that was the next in line of every department under Clinton, he moved them up to the top seat. Let's get the country back right. He could have did the same thing and say, see, I'm an awesome president. We all know it'd be a lie, but we'll at least let you roll with it because you didn't touch it. No, he couldn't do that.
No, that wouldn't have worked for him.
This pandemic, I ain't
Because
doing
you have to have a level of humility to admit when you done fucked up. He don't do that.
If he done the pandemic, he might have got reelected.
He gonna deny. If you call him in that, he was like, hey, wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't me.
He's gonna do that.
I saw you coming out. Hey, wasn't me.
He does do
That's
it.
him. Okay. You was in here when all this happened. So bullets ain't got no names.
Nope.
Yeah, I think they are going to shut up now after they little stunt because
they could be like they was in here. The House was in session. The Senate was in session. So some of the fools that came in here with them ARs,
this could have been really bad. Dude, this could have been really bad.
Yeah, because people had guns at a
lot of people today.
They didn't. Yeah. They went inside, and that could have been crazy.
They were allowed all guards and all barriers that would normally be enforced was laid to the side. So that's how they were walking like they was at Northland Mall.
Wait a minute. Who said they wasn't inside?
No, they was inside. They was walking around like they was at Northland Mall and it was Christmas time.
No, they was on the Senate floor.
Yeah, but you didn't see the one with the guns though. I didn't see them.
Dude, they was outside the House of Representatives chamber. And the Senate. The door barricaded. Because when they was holding the meeting in the Senate, you started seeing folks come running in on both doors. Like, we need to protocol. Yeah, we need you to block these doors. And they immediately evacuated Mike Pence. And they was like, y'all can for yourselves. They shot Mike Pence. Yeah, they did pretty much do that. Kamala out of there. They got Pelosi out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked at the order of succession. They said, okay, the Speaker of the House, my man, y'all got to go right now.
And you did see, you should not see elected officials cowering behind chairs.
Cowering in the House chamber. This is
Like
an
Twitter.
active shooter. No, like this is an active shooter drill.
Yeah.
We have active shooters in the
Now,
building.
I'm not sure. Maybe y'all might know. Can they have their guns on them if they want in the House and Senate?
No,
Okay.
no.
Only people in the House and the Senate that's supposed to be armed are those who are put there to be armed.
If you security or police
Okay.
or Secret Service, you can carry you have a weapon. Everybody else, you can't. They're not supposed to even let you in.
Yeah, in case y'all have a disagreement, you just shoot them. That makes sense.
I mean, if you one of these crazy radical people and you want to take it on your lawmaker, okay, you got open reign. They ain't gonna let you do that.
So them fools was in there. So like I said earlier,
Some dude had like
They
an
finna get
Indian hat on or something, taking pictures. Like, really? Y'all just ride like that with it?
Little hairs on
yeah,
it.
them Jeff. All I can say is if them had been the same mindset as the militia in Michigan when they came after the governor, when they hit inside of there,
That would have been a movie situation.
we would be
It would have
talking.
been a different situation.
It'd still be going on.
We would be talking about, as they said, a day that lived in infamy, when they just be counting up the bodies of city and House reps who were killed.
Now, seriously, this need to be looked at as a 9/11 type event almost, given where they just stormed. They didn't storm.
So this is an act of treason.
Capital.
Yes.
This is an act of treason wrapped in
like
patriots.
attack on the country type stuff. This ain't some mad pro. No, you walked up in there where they had to get people out. That ain't supposed to happen.
This man.
Just don't be surprised if Mike Pence wind up taking the oath of office in the next day. So
he take 2:00 after.
Now watch, Daren. It's gonna play out just like you said. He gonna pardon this dude, and that's gonna be it. And it's gonna look like, Command actually did put this together.
Mm-hmm.
That is gonna be.
Hey, like CC Catwell and what's my man Stefano Demir. You gotta play chess, not checkers.
Yeah, they play. These cats playing checkers. So. What? Wait a minute. What did my man Magneto say in the X-Men movie? The pawns always go first.
Always.
That's true. That is true. That is truth, brothers. Well,
all right, good people.
All right, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, man. I'll get at y'all later.
All right.
Yep.
Don't take no wood nickels.